Someone in America has a heart attack. It's never too late to take your heart health more seriously. At Nanticoke Memorial Hospital in Seaford, our experienced and dedicated cardiac team performs a wide range of services, from drug therapies to interventional procedures, including diagnostic catheterizations, angioplasties, and stents for cardiovascular disease and stroke treatments. Our successful cardiac department is growing, but our community approach continues.
Whenever we have
all
time.
our cardiologists and staff know every patient by name and follow through on all your treatments from diagnosis to recovery. It's thanks to their hard work and dedication that Healthgrades named us in the top 5% in the country for critical care. When you need us, we're just a heartbeat away.
Just text me when you get one of those live call-ins, either Emmert or
seriously.
1 hour heating with Jeff Gross.
Choose Nanticoke.
Delaware 105.9, Jim Weller. Jim Weller is live at Jimmy's Grill with more visual aids and his shopping segment, Power Shopping segment with Jim Weller. What do you got?
Okay, well, got a couple things I want to remind people. I mentioned the Foursquare check-in last time around. People don't know, not everybody knows what it is, but if you have a smartphone and you're on Foursquare, you stop in Weller's and check in, you'll get a free gift, no purchase necessary. I had mentioned earlier that we were going to give away this blower, and it's kind of free with a purchase. This is a Works blower, retails for like $99. We got them on sale for like $87.50. But if you buy one of these eye heaters, this is an energy-efficient infrared heater.
This
so
is
when
like
you put it,
and it's on casters,
right?
it's rollers.
Comes with a remote control. It heats up to 1,500 watts. Real handy. So if you got a room in the house that's a little bit drafty, or you spend a lot of time in there and you don't want to run your big heater, you just want to heat a little room or something, they got them for $379. We're the same price as the internet, but you don't have to pay any sales tax, you don't have to pay any shipping. $379. If you buy one today or tomorrow at either Weller's location, you get one of these 18-volt Works blowers absolutely free. It comes with a battery and it comes with a charger. This is perfect for blowing grass clippings off your yard or your driveway or your sidewalk.
Or
it's
butter off the pancakes.
Butter off the pancakes, or if you just want to spread it around. Also, it's good for a light snow. So in other words, if you're having a snowstorm and just a little bit of snow, you can blow your sidewalk off or something like that.
There you go.
So it's kind of a neat thing. So it's free with the purchase of one of these.
Eye heater.
One of the eye heater. Give us a call, 337. That was good. After a long day. So anyway, 337-8228 is Weller's in Bridgeville. 422-7336 is Weller's in Ellendale. We'd appreciate your business. We need your business. We'll take good care of you. No sales tax. Friendly, helpful sales staff. Locally owned, locally operated. Everybody was born in America. We're an American-made company. We'd love the opportunity to earn your business. And don't forget about the $20 special. Did you show your sandwich, Colin?
Oh, all right, real quick. From Jimmy's Grill, Colin, what is the...
Do you remember it?
A new sandwich called the Collinator. What is
Collinator.
it? Go ahead.
It is, it's bacon, scrapple, sausage, egg, cheese, between two pieces of their French bread, French toast with syrup on it.
The Collinator.
The Collinator. Ask for it by name.
It's to die for.
Delicious.
So check me out. Check him out.
All right.
Go ahead.
What's that?
Oh, don't
Go ahead, guys.
Hey, I want to say something.
I've lost control of the program. Go ahead, Dave.
Hey, last Friday morning, I left here and went out to see one of my customers, and they had a brand new Weller's trailer in their driveway. And I says, "Who'd you talk to? Where'd you get that?" And they said they were over in Ellendale. They talked to Brooks over there, and they were Brandon.
Yeah.
But they were very impressed with your guys and how helpful they were.
All right. Awesome.
Thank you. I was impressed with them buying a trailer.
We're getting our next guest, Alex Pyries, all set, and while he takes position, we're going to spend a minute here and go to our old friend, Jeff Gross. We know him from 1 Hour Heating and Air. And, Jeff, good to have you here. How you been, buddy? Jeff Gross, are you? Hey, Jeff, how are you?
Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know about a couple things we're doing to help out the community in this, this beautiful weather we're having now. Before it gets cold, this is a great time to get your furnace tuned up and get a performance tune-up on your furnace to make sure it's completely safe and it's going to be completely comfortable throughout the winter. It's a great way to keep your system at peak efficiency, and it's a great way to help eliminate breakdowns this winter. Nobody likes waking up at 2 in the morning, it's 42 degrees in the house, and who do you call? You know, another great thing about the tune-up, it's a zero-risk investment, because if you do have a breakdown after you've had our tune-up, we're going to go ahead and credit you 100% of the money back towards your repair. We'll come out there, take care of your problem. Day, night, weekend, holiday, doesn't matter. Give us a call at 888-333-8888. We're 1 hour heating and air conditioning, always on time, or don't pay a dime. And remember, when you need service, call us first.
Hey, let me say this, Jeff. I'm really pleased to hear you on the air with us, and I want to thank you so much. Give us that telephone number one more time.
Sure, it's 888-333-8888.
On time or you don't pay a dime, Jeff Gross, 1 hour heating and air. Keep that in mind.
Thanks,
all right, buddy. Thank you. We are live at Jimmy's Grill in Bridgeville, Delaware, and we're back with Alex Pires, who is going to give us an update on the Pires for Senate campaign, which is phenomenal. I was teasing Alex. I said, I was teasing him about his subtle billboards, which your name is gigantic across there. It's Alex Pires, U.S. Senate, and I'm seeing him all over.
Thanks.
How's the campaign going?
That's good.
He's running for U.S. Senate, trying to unseat Tom Carper and facing a Republican challenger in Kevin Wade.
Yep. A couple things. We had our first big debate since I saw you at the Jewish Community Center, which was awesome. The governor was there, and his opponent, and the lieutenant governor, and his opponent, which is Shir Valenzuela, and Mr. Carper, myself, Mr. Wade, Andrew Groff for the Senate, and the Congress and congressional candidates were there. It was a great time, I thought. And, I said what I do believe, which is that Delaware is horribly corrupt, and the most corrupt state in the union, and it's from people taking money from the big banks that are running the state. So I was very frank about it, and I thought I got a great response. But since that time, two things have happened, which I think go to show what Jim was saying. Keith Spinarelli, who had run against Carper in the primary, he's a Democrat, a lifelong Democrat. He just endorsed me and came to work for me.
Wow.
And then
after the primary, usually the opponent, in the interest of primary unity, will say, I'll endorse my opponent, in which case would be Senator Carper.
Yeah, he wouldn't. He endorsed me and actually started working for me yesterday on my campaign and gave me all his signs, which we're going to put endorsed Alex Pires on it. And,
wow.
But I'll give you another
Interesting.
one.
What else you got?
Rose Izzo, who ran for Congress, got 35%. She's a conservative Republican. She endorsed me yesterday, and she came to work for me today.
Rose Izzo, kind of a Tea Party activist type favorite person, right? She was not successful. It's her second run for statewide office, but known to be extremely conservative, I think.
Very conservative. Called me up, invited me to her house. I went to her house, met her, and she said, "I want to support you. I think you're the new world is people who can get along with everybody." So. She's coming to work for me today. Actually, I'm on my way to Wilmington to go see her. And then I've got a blockbuster that I'm going to announce on Monday, a very famous Republican who's going to, also very conservative, who's going to support me. And
really? Another endorsement on the horizon?
Yeah, and then I'm meeting with, last night I met with all the Republican leaders in Rehoboth at Dan Anderson's house, and I got an announcement about that. And I'm just going to get all the Democrats and Republicans to support the new world of one-term Al Pires, no money come from banks, and it's very exciting. I think I'm a realist, and I think my next poll that comes out will show it. But my commercials start this week throughout the state. I'm doing 100.
Do you have to buy Philadelphia?
No, I'm doing Comcast statewide, and then I'm doing WBOC down here and WMDT, and like Jim Weller, I believe in television, so that's kind of fun. And then like the billboards, they're funny, but they're everywhere. But what I really like, Monday night we're at Lincoln. Maybe you could tell people where the Lincoln's. Would you tell them where it is, Jim, please?
Another a campaign thing?
Yeah. It's,
hold on, let me do that.
Because people would like to know where to go.
Yeah, in other words, I believe it's Monday night at 7. Is that right? 7 o'clock.
Where is
Lincoln
that?
Tabernacle Church. You go.
Where
you come in 113.
Yeah.
Either way, north or south. You turn like you're going into Lincoln. Go over the railroad tracks. Go through the light, and it's as you go out of town. It's right on the right. They used to have a school right next to the church. If you're coming north or south on Route 1, you would just turn on, I think it's Johnson Road, come into Lincoln, go through the stop sign, and then it'll be right there on your left. So it's Lincoln Tabernacle Church, I believe it is. Monday night, 7 o'clock. Colin and I and Brooks are going to be there with our Catch It Live. And who all are you having there? Who all is going to be there?
I think all the candidates are coming there, and I'll be there. I want to mention one more thing. The most famous debate in Delaware, really, is the University of Delaware's debate on the 16th of October. And I just got a nice letter from them. I qualified for the debate because my polls, I'm doing quite well. So it's going to be Copper, myself, and Wade. Kevin Wade, who's a Republican. So I've already passed him on the poll, so I'm in second and on my way. And we're
is that in your poll?
Yeah, I actually
had poll that you commissioned.
Yeah, but it's done by companies that have to certify it, and they're expensive. I don't have Jimmy Weller's kind of money to spend on polls, but they're about $12,000 a poll, and I'm picking up. But I just wanted to say to everybody out there. When you start seeing the commercials, I think you're going to find that I'm unbelievably conservative when it comes to spending, but I'm pretty liberal when it comes to what I call the elderly and children with autism and programs for children and families, and I'm really two different people, and I think...
You mean in terms of government spending? In other words, you say you're
I want to spend the money on families.
Okay.
That's what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in this corporate world. I'm interested in families on that side, and then on the other side, I'm very conservative. You know that. I mean, you've seen how I run my businesses. Yeah, I'm very big on women's rights, which is why I support Sheriff Valenzuela, who happens to be a Republican. People are confused by that. She's the only Republican, by the way, that's going to win. The Democrats are going to win every race except for two. Sheriff Valenzuela for Lieutenant Governor, and yours truly. And then we're going to send Tom Copper and his friends back to West Virginia, where they came from. Anyway, thank you very much. Well, that's where he's from.
I'm just listening with interest.
Let's be honest. At least I admit, I'm from Massachusetts originally. I came here. I've been here 35 years. I don't call myself a Delawarean. Tom Copper's from West Virginia.
Right.
And he does this is the Delaware thing, and it's nauseating. This happened the other night. You tell me whether this is honest and fair. I'm getting ready to release all his financial records. He's worth about $7.5 million. He's got 160 companies he owns stock in. He's unbelievably wealthy, one of the wealthiest senators. I brought it up at the debate, and I said, you act like, you're an innocent little lamb. You've ripped off everybody to make yourself wealthy. And he said, but I have a van that's got 350,000 miles on it. I said, the amount of money you made last year, you could have bought 60 vans. This is a scam, and I think that's what I'm up against. I'm up against.
Are you saying he was trying to portray himself as a humble guy who drives a used van? Which,
fine.
At least he owns one.
Wait a minute, he can't drive. He can't drive. That's how sick he is. He has to have someone drive him, and that's another issue. But anyway,
I know you're still going on that with the health.
Hey, look. You know why Roth lost? Because he was ill, and Tom Copper brought that issue up. And what goes around comes around.
There you go. That's it. That says it. Alex Pyrie.
People get a hold of me two ways. IndependentAlex.com. That's the website with all my issues. The commercials start next week. They can see me on TV. And then I don't have no problem. They can call me.
All right.
My cell phone is 202-905-6706. And my email is farmerslawyer@AOL.com.
202-905-6706.
And farmerslawyer@AOL.com. And can I give a shout out to my friends at Wilgus Cleaners, who I see every morning, who are just the loveliest people. I promise I would say hi to them. Hello.
Hello, Wilgus Cleaners.
Yeah.
Where do you go? Where is that?
It's right in Rehoboth, right on Route 1. Yeah, I love those people. They're really nice.
All right,
so
very cool.
They're all laughing over there.
All right,
thanks a lot.
Hello, Wilgus Cleaners. Thank you very much. And this is the Dan Gaffney program. That's Alex Pyries in his run for Senate. We plan on covering some of these debates as we roll on. You're going to hear some of them on Delaware 105.9. Not sure which ones, but we might even have to host our own, to get it done. We'll try and do it. Okay, here we are at Jimmy's Grill. One more time, Colin Walls has introduced a new sandwich here called the Collinator. I love how he makes these sandwiches and names them after himself. But do you dream it up? They make it.
Yeah, it's pretty much
like you made
custom order. Yeah,
custom order.
I just tell Michelle kind of what I'm thinking, and she's more than willing to go along with it.
Tell me the sandwich again.
Okay, so it is sausage, bacon, scrapple.
The big three.
The big three, right?
Yeah, that's what we call it.
The egg, cheese,
yeah,
and French bread, French toast with syrup on it. But you know what it comes with? It comes with a
love.
Wet towel. Yes, it comes with lots of love because Michelle serves it.
Yeah.
But it comes with a wet towel to wipe your hands down.
All
also.
right, the Collinator.
Sticky.
Jimmy's Grill, Route 13, Bridgeville, back in a minute. Delaware 1059.
And it was really good.
It's 8:47 on Delaware 1059. Let's get another look at Delaware 1059 Traffic Watch this morning on this Friday with Robin Bryson.
Got a good looking day with lots of sunshine, dry roads, and light to moderate activity around the area this morning. Route 13 through Seaford's been running well. The Stein Highway in Seaford's also in pretty good shape all the way around. In and out of Georgetown along 113. You got some busy activity around Route 9, around Route 404, but no major delays from what we've seen there. Milford checks out all right. As you get up into Kent County, working your way up into Dover, you'll see still some more busy activity on northbound 13, but all pretty clean ride around the area this morning. I'm Robin Bryson with Traffic Watch on the new Delaware 1059.
You're never out of the loop, even when you're out and about. Set a news button and hear a quick update every hour on
I'm going to go ask
the new Delaware 1059.
And we're starting off with partly sunny skies this morning. Let's get more on your 3-day forecast for Sussex and Kent counties from the Delaware 1059 Weather Center. Meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Today's going to be a beautiful day with partly sunny skies. It's going to be warm this afternoon, the high up to 80. Tonight clear with a low 57. Now tomorrow, a blend of sun and clouds that stays breezy and warm as a front approaches, the high up to 82. The front will trigger a shower thunderstorm tomorrow night, and behind it, it'll turn out breezy and cooler with a mix of clouds and sunshine for Sunday, but still nice with a high of 72. I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson in the Delaware 1059 Weather Center.
Finally, you're getting a chance to go out without your mom. What a treat this must be. You never go anywhere anymore.
Yeah, it's been a while. Taking care of mom, not that it's a burden, but I just don't have any time for anything else.
Where's she now?
I discovered the Worcester Adult Medical Day Services. It's great. They take care of mom all day, and they have a host of activities, daily outings, lunches, and snacks, and it's safe and affordable. There's social workers, a nurse to give her medicine, and physical therapy, too. They do so much. They even provide transportation.
So she's there now?
Yes, all day. But the short of it, it gives me the freedom to do what I want. Shopping, errands, or just play. The Worcester Adult Medical Day Services has changed my life. I feel like a new person. Oh, and Thursdays, it's extended hours, so we can get it down.
The Worcester Adult Medical Day Services, giving you the freedom you need.
Drops back to pass. Looks like there's a flag on the play. Let's go to the officials.
There is no flag on the play. I just had to tell everyone about the amazing deal I got at Holly Kia.
Right now, get a $7,000 discount off any select new Kia in stock with any trade at Holly Kia in Selbyville or Felton. Try home a stylish new 2013 Kia Sorento SUV that gets 32 miles per gallon for just $239 per month, or a popular new 2013 Kia Forte for just $169 per month. And all new Kias are backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Plus, if you have a job bringing home $350 per week, we want to approve your credit. Only at Holly Kia, with 2 great locations on Route 13 in Felton and at Route 113 and 54 in Selbyville.
And remember, Jim wants to see you at a Holly Kia.
So visit hollykia.com today. Qualified applicants, 36 months, $27.99 and inception plus tax tag and dock fees. Discount includes all factory.
Hey, everybody, Joe Kendall from Kendall Home Furnishings in West Ocean City and Fenwick Island, Delaware, and I need your help. Kendall Home Furnishings is in the
We're
process
number one
of
at
an
the number 2
amazing year, and my warehouse is overflowing. With scratch and dents, one of a kind, discontinued,
I asked my wife to keep her
misordered
nose
items
out of
that
my
need to
business.
go and need to go now. So this Saturday, head to Kendall's Furniture Warehouse in Berlin, Maryland, right behind Barrett Chevrolet. Bring your pickup, bring your buddy who has a van. Starting at 9 o'clock, you're going to save between 70 and 90%. If you need directions, visit OCKHF.com and click on Warehouse Directions.
Oh, yeah. Wow. We are live at Delaware 1059. Dan Gaffney here, Eric Bodenweiser. Do you have a minute, Eric? Come on over here real quick. We want to get Eric on the air. He wanted to wait till 10 after 10. That's when the show's over. What, are you kidding me? This is the Dan Gaffney program. We are at Jimmy's Grill in Bridgeville, Delaware, and for the first time since election night, after winning the primary against incumbent Senator Joe Booth, here's Eric Bodenweiser. Hi, Eric. How are you?
Hi there, Dan. Glad to be back. Sorry I didn't make it down last Friday. It's been hectic, returning a bunch of phone calls, emails, text messages. I tried to get back to everybody that congratulated me personally because it's nice of them to reach out to me, so I thought I'd better get back to them, and I think that makes sense.
We had your opponent on, met her today for the very first time. Very likable person.
Right. I came in.
Did you get a chance to hear her?
Yes. I was listening to her on the way over here, and I got to talk to her when she was off the air, and we made an agreement not to run negative campaigns. Let's stay positive on
Did you make that agreement here?
Yes,
this
right here.
Morning at Jimmy's?
Shook on it.
Oh, that's interesting.
We
All
shook
right.
on it. So, she'll run on her issues, and I'll run on my issues, and we're going to stay away from poking at each other or anything. I'll leave it at that.
Well, how about that? Business gets done at Jimmy's Grill.
Absolutely.
You had some news on your campaign, and we have kind of an open microphone. We had Jane Hovington here. We'll have you on. What do you got going on?
Good, thank you. I am having truly my first fundraiser. I've been collecting donations from people 2 years ago when I ran, and this time also, but I haven't really been asking for money. But I'll tell you, it's been a long, hard primary, and I could certainly use some contributions to my campaign. My friend Jim Weller here maxed out $600 for me. I really appreciate that, and it means a lot that he jumped in. But I'm going to have a fundraiser on Thursday, September the 27th, a week away, at my headquarters in Georgetown, 408 North Bedford Street, and everyone is welcome. We've got Christine O'Donnell's coming down. She's going to have remarks at 6 o'clock at my headquarters, and her remarks will be at about 7 o'clock, and from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., and there's no minimum donation, and if you don't have any money, you just want to come down and see Christine and meet me, come on down anyway, and hopefully I can get this general election campaign in gear and get things going. So I'm glad she's decided to help me out. And please come down. You can call me at 856-9395 if you want more details. But it's Thursday, September 27th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 408 North Bedford Street, Eric Bodenweiser campaign headquarters. A lot of people must have seen it over time. Big yellow house with a big red sign in front.
But you know what? Let's do some basic information that I don't think we've done with you, Eric. Some of the things I asked, Jane Hovington to meet the candidate. Who's Eric Bodenweiser? What's your family background and that sort of thing?
My dad and my mother moved me here when I was 5 years old. I was born in Chicago, Illinois, actually, and then we moved to Annapolis. My dad was a traveling salesman. He sold refrigeration and equipment to grocery stores, coolers, dairy equipment, that kind of thing. And he came to Delaware and met a man that had the Lewis Dairy, a fellow named Archie Brittingham. And Archie, I guess, was impressed with Dad and had an opening to run a convenience store for him.
And that's how that got started. Huh?
So, yeah, we had the first self-service gas station on the Eastern Shore, south of the canal.
Right.
And before that, it was all full service in Delaware. But anyway, my family, we're a small family. My mother's passed away. My dad still lives in Rehoboth, lives in Jupiter in the wintertime, Jupiter, Florida. And my daughter, I had one daughter, she moved to Virginia Beach, and my wife, Patty.
How old is your daughter, by the way?
My daughter's 30 years old, and we have 2 grandkids. And
wow.
My son-in-law, Kyle.
I don't know if I haven't heard you talk about her too much.
Yeah, she's just not around a lot. I go down and visit them a lot, and she grew up around here. She went to Seaford Christian Academy, and then she moved up to live with her mother in Newark, and went to Newark Public High School when she was a teenager. But nice, just a beautiful young girl. She was a model, as a matter of fact, in New York City for quite a few years, and she also was in Milan, Italy. She had a very successful modeling career, but she missed her boyfriend, and she moved back home, and they married, and now they're having children.
Married? You're married?
Oh, yes, I've been married now 10 years. My lovely wife, Patty, works at the Register of Wills for Cindy Green, our Register of Wills. My wife is the deputy at the Register of Wills, and she was a legal secretary for many years for a very prominent lawyer named Jim Griffin, who has Griffin and Hackett law firm downtown Georgetown.
All right. Eric, anything else in closing? We got a moment or two here. We're talking with Eric Bodenweiser. It's good to have both candidates here. I'd like to get you side by side, you and Jane Hovington, on a future show. We can do it here or in the studio and kind of talk about various issues. We'll ask you some specifics and kind of compare and contrast the both of you.
I look forward to it. That never happened with my last opponent, and I look forward to that happening with this opponent. I think it's a healthy and smart for debate and open on the airwaves, that kind of things. And it didn't work. It didn't happen last time. Not that I didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? I was willing to do it, but I look forward to your call and coming down to the studio. You know, one thing I want to point out that really was thrilling in our campaign is that we didn't run any robocalls for the entire, none of these pre-recorded robotic phone calls came from the Friends to Elect Eric Bodenweiser campaign, and I tell you,
would you make a pledge to not do it again?
I tell you, I don't see that happening. We had one lined up. The weird thing about it was we had one lined up for 5 o'clock on Election Day. I'd already paid for it. It was going to come out and say, "Hey, this is Eric Bodenweiser. I'm the candidate that never bothered you with any robocalls
until now."
But I just want to remind you to come down and vote, and please vote for Eric Bodenweiser. And you know that the computer rejected all the phone numbers, so the phone call never went out. So I can truthfully say I never did. You never got any robocalls from Eric Bodenweiser.
Eric Bodenweiser, State Senate candidate, 19th District. Thanks for being here.
And I hope we can get all the support of the people who are on the other.
Right on. Eric, thank you so much. We're coming up on a news break here. We are live at Jimmy's Grill. I'm Dan Gaffney. Another hour of the program coming up at the breakfast table here on Delaware 105.9.
Delaware 105.9 News Time 8:59. Good morning. I'm Mark Fauser. Ocean City Police have now identified the woman who died in a fall from the third-story balcony of a condominium this week. Officials found the body of 41-year-old Kelly DeGracia of Santa Monica, California, Tuesday on the sidewalk outside the St. Croix condominium. The cause of her death and the reason she fell are still under investigation. An autopsy is pending from the medical examiner. A state oversight panel charged with helping promote energy efficiency and renewable energy technologies in Delaware is working to get its energy conservation programs back up and running. Members of the Sustainable Energy Utility Oversight Board voted yesterday to move forward with 3 programs, including an incentive program for new home buyers that was suspended. Coming up, following CBS News, we'll tell you more about what the Delaware GOP is up to as it looks ahead to November and hopes for a victory. From the first town in the first state, this is WXDE Lewis, Delaware 105.9. Good morning. It's 9 o'clock.
CBS News, I'm Frank Sedapani. A new round of Friday fury is rippling through the Muslim world. Demonstrations today in Indonesia and Malaysia were small and orderly. That was not the case in Pakistan. Tens of thousands of Muslims offended by the American-made video that mocked the Prophet Muhammad battled police in several cities. At least 3 and as many as 5 people have been killed. In Peshawar, police opened fire on protesters who set fire to a pair of movie houses. Declan Walsh, reporting via Skype, describes the scene near the U.S. Embassy in Islamabad.
There are clouds of tear gas filling the air, and the police are attempting to push the crowd back by engaging in backing charges and also apparently by using rubber bullets.
I'm Tammy McCormick in Washington. The U.S. Chargé met with officials in Pakistan to discuss the video. The Obama administration has also paid for TV ads in Pakistan showing President Obama and Secretary of State Clinton denouncing the film. And today, Secretary Clinton meets at the State Department with Pakistan's foreign minister. She'll likely repeat those sentiments in the hopes of stopping these protests.
Here at home, early voting begins today in South Dakota. Election analysts say 40% of all the ballots cast this year could be in before Election Day, November the 6th, and early voting could make a big difference in some key states. Ann Romney has had it with Republicans who don't like the way her husband is running his campaign. She let them have it on Radio Iowa.
Stop it. This is hard. You want to try it? Get in the ring.
CBS's Jan Crawford tells us what Romney's doing to connect with voters and gain traction in the polls.
His campaign advisors say they're really stepping up his schedule to get him more out there, more energized, more engaged with voters so that they can see his economic plans, and Romney plans to talk about how those plans will directly affect the average American.
About these picnic tables? Don, they're not picnic tables today. We're talking about these Adirondack chairs. They got to get out of here. So here's the deal. They were like $100 a piece. Right now I'm selling them for $75. 2 for $100. They're available at Weller's in Ellendale or Bridgeville. They got to go.
Fun in the sun and outdoor cooking really make for a great summer day. And who can resist the mouth-watering aromas coming from that barbecue grill? But is your outdoor gas grill ready? Got enough propane in that tank? It may be time for a propane exchange from Bring Me Gas Tank Delivery Service. Schedule same-day delivery right to your propane grill anywhere in Kent or Sussex. Call Bring Me Gas at 302-422-0603 or order online at www.bringmegas.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Weller here, and you know, I always get asked, do you have any used trailers? Today is your lucky day. I got a brand new 6x10 enclosed trailer at a used trailer price. $21.47 gets you a brand new 6x10 enclosed at Weller's in Ellendale or Bridgeville.
Atlantic Aluminum Products in Greenwood, Delaware wants you to know that if you've been waiting for the best time to purchase a sunroom, screen room, or replacement windows, now is the best time.
My wife and I just had a great experience. They met all of our expectations. Can't say enough about the service.
The final price that we were given was the exact price that was estimated.
We're very happy with our sunroom. We use it every day. We don't know why we didn't make up our mind to do it sooner.
Stop waiting. Start living. Call Atlantic Aluminum Products today for a free estimate.
Howdy, howdy, everybody. Jim Weller here from Weller's in Ellendale and Bridgeville, talking to you about these energy-efficient eye heaters. They operate on literally pennies a day. So if you need a heater, this is the deal. We're the same price as the internet. They start at $279. Plus, we don't have any sales tax or shipping. Come get them.
Don't let your picnic go to the dogs because you forgot the gas tank. Bring Me Gas will dispatch a uniformed technician right to your grill with a barbecue tank exchange. You've put a lot of time into planning this great picnic, and now everyone can enjoy the beautiful day and the delicious food. Call Bring Me Gas at 302-422-0603 or order online at www.bringmegas.com.
As well as Delaware's economy.
This legislative agenda will be focused, and each one of those has a number of bullet points. The first is improving Delaware's economy and creating jobs. Another point under that same heading is reducing regulatory burden on small businesses, limiting the growth of state spending, and stopping the radical single-payer health care proposal from becoming law.
State GOP Chairman John Sigler says the plan is called Making Delaware First Again, a 15-proposal agenda, including phasing out the gross receipts tax, also limiting growth in state spending.
Hello.
Investigators are looking for the cause of an electrical fire that spread heavy smoke from the Old Navy store and the outlets on Route 1. The blaze was reported early last evening.
That way I'll bring it every week.
Firefighters had that situation under control within half an hour, and no one was hurt. Well, Delaware is offering DNA paternity testing free of charge for another week. The Division of Child Support and Enforcement is making the service available weekdays through September 28th, next Friday, at 9 Academy Street in Georgetown and Carroll's Plaza in Dover at 1114 South DuPont Highway. Establishing paternity is required for certain rights and benefits. For more information, call 856-5386 in Sussex County or 739-8299 in Kent. The paternity testing service is part of the state's Child Support Month activities in November. Members of the Delaware Congressional Delegation are touting the use of federal funds for a drinking water project in the Smyrna area. More than $3.7 million of stimulus funding were allocated to Smyrna 3 years ago to improve the area's drinking water. And the Agriculture Department has now provided 2 rural development loans totaling $3.4 million to enable the town to complete the project. Senators Carper and Coons will be joining other officials today discussing the project, which is aimed at providing clean drinking water to residents and businesses north of Smyrna along the Route 13 corridor. Well, the Major League Baseball playoff picture starting to take shape. More with Schofield on Sports coming up. Delaware 105.9 News Time, 9:06.
Yeah, you got time. You got time.
One of the first things that I was asked by this company was, what's your 5-year plan?
I did get your text.
I want to be in Delaware.
About,
I grew up
Butch,
here.
so
I know the area. I know the people. That's what I am.
You got a friend in me.
Welcome, Jared Morris.
You got a friend in me.
Local topics, local conversation.
You just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me.
Thanks for making the switch. Local to the new Delaware 1059.
In Major League Baseball, the Washington Nationals have clinched the franchise's first playoff appearance since 1981 with a 4-1 win over the Dodgers last night. The Nationals have assured themselves of at least a wild card spot in the National League playoffs. In New York, every Phillies starter had at least one hit. Juan Pierre went 5 for 6. Chase Utley had 4 hits. And Ryan Howard hit another ninth-inning home run, this time a grand slam, as the Phillies crushed the Mets 16-1 last night in New York.
Going to go right to
in the
Butch
NFL, the New York
Emmert
Giants are missing key
Andy
starters
Cannon
Ahmad Bradshaw and Hakeem Nicks in Carolina last night, but their backups filled in well, as Andre Brown ran for 113 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Ramses Barden caught 9 passes in the game that was never close. The Giants trounced the Panthers 36-7. In local high school action, field hockey, Sussex Tech crushes Sussex Central 8-0. Del Mar stops Smyrna 6-0. Polytech gets by Milford 3-1. Lake Forest over Laurel 1-0. And St. Thomas More Academy over Archmere 1-0. And in girls volleyball action, Cape Henlopen sweeps Dover 3-0. Sussex Tech over Sussex Central 3-2. And Polytech sweeps Milford 3-0. That's Schofield on Sports on the new Delaware 105.9.
And from the Delaware 105.9 Weather Center, partly sunny today, a high of 80. I'm Mark Fauser, Delaware 105.9 News. The Dan Gaffney Morning Show continues now live from Jimmy's Grill in Bridgeville.
And we're going to
Delaware 105.9.
We're going to go right to the telephones here, Delaware 105.9, and bring in Butch Emmert of Emmert Auction Associates. He has one of his multi-estate sales coming up on Sunday. Very excited because he's got a lot of great stuff. Butch, tell us all about it.
Yes, it's very exciting, Dan. We have 4 Delaware estates, all from the state of Delaware, nothing out of state this time. They're on site at Rehoboth Beach Convention Center this Sunday, September 23rd at 9:30. We have antique and period furniture and country antiques and smalls and a large collectible sports memorabilia collection, our best selection of original art. We have 3 Jack Lewises, 2 Howard Schroeders, an Ethel Leach, a Clinton Brown, 3 Charles Rosners, who's a great marine artist. We have a collection of 18 long guns. We have cars, tags, a sailboat, exceptional jewelry, including an almost 8-carat gem, ruby, and diamond ring in yellow gold with a $30,000 appraisal. We have all kinds, as I said, of great artwork. We have a terrific lifetime clocks collection from one consignor. We have a period kinetic Masonic tall case clock that's a work of art. We have a rare American Federal period shelf clock, very rare, and we have a 66-inch tall Mercury pendulum strength clock. We have a large lot of power tools, including bench power tools, from a local woodworking shop in Felton, Delaware, of all sizes and shapes, Craftsman and what have you. We have a 96 Jaguar SJS convertible loaded, 38,000 miles in the wrapper. We have a Delaware Tag 9079 and a rare 1-digit, 4-digit 1209. We have a Cadillac Sedan DeVille with 85,000 miles, a Honda Rancher 400 quad runner with only 236 miles, a 7-foot Dyer sailing dinghy in this condition, an 05 Jeep Wrangler low mileage in great condition, and much, much more. China glassware, Oriental rugs, you name it, it's in there. If it could be in a great estate, it is in the sale. We'll be there from 8 a.m. on to preview, or you could come Sunday afternoon between 2 and 5, or between 3 and 5, and take a look. Something for everyone this Sunday, September 23rd, 9:30 a.m. to Rehoboth Convention Center. See full list, full color photos and details at EmmertAuction.com or AuctionZip.com.
All right, Butch Emmert on the ball here this morning, giving you news you can use about great deals. Those auctions are big social events as well. It's 10 past 9 here at Delaware 105.9. Thanks, Butch. 10 past 9, we're in Bridgeville, Delaware at Jimmy's Grill, enjoying ourselves this morning. We have plenty of time for you to get out here until 10 o'clock. We're going to talk with Dave Hill again before 10 o'clock about some of the things happening at Outlet Liquors. Stick around, and also some of the other weekend events and other festivals coming up. We'll get to him on the air. We have Andy Cannon joining us this morning. Andy Cannon is with the George Sherman Corporation, and he's all about educating you on what George Sherman is all about. And good morning to you, Andy.
Hey, good morning, Dan.
You service the fireplace logs, right? Or the fireplaces we have, the gas fireplaces.
That's right. Last week we talked about our live burn displays in our Milton and our Lewis office, but I want to touch a little bit on the fact that we service all brands of fireplaces, direct vent fireplaces, and log sets. So you don't have to have an account with us as far as a propane account or anything. We'll actually set you up an account. And, you know, we've got a great staff over at Sherman Heating Oil with Stephen and Jamie over there. So if you're interested in getting your fireplace serviced, tuned up before the heating season, looking to knock off the chill in the evening or first thing in the morning when you get your cup of coffee, you know, give us a call, and Jamie or Stephen will get you on the schedule and get one of our certified technicians out there to get you taken care of.
What typically is going to be going on with these things, and tell us why we need to service them?
Well, a lot of times with the standing pilot, a lot of people will turn them off in the summertime.
Okay.
And, you know, what happens when you go to start them up, the pilot may not light right away. So we'll come in, the service tech will come in, check the burner, clean the burner. If it's a thermocouple needs to be replaced or thermal pile in some cases, they're going to come in there and take care of that. If you have a direct vent fireplace and you've got a ceramic glass, and they're going to come in, clean the glass, get everything operational and ready for you to use when you're ready to turn that remote on and looking for that nice fire to come out of it.
Awesome. And you do all the different brands, all the major brands of hearth products. You want to talk about financing?
Well, you know, not only with our hearth products, but with all of our appliances that we sell, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal and the like, you know, we offer 0% financing for up to 36 months. It's a great tool if you're looking for a way to upgrade your system or want to replace your existing fireplace or your tankless water heater, to come in, take advantage of the 0% financing. Again, it's on all the brands that we sell. And then also, you know, as far as servicing, you know, from a heat and air conditioning standpoint, we're just not one brand specific. We carry all the major brands,
right?
Service them, sell, and installation. So, you know, not just being tied into one brand, they may not fit your application. So one of the commitments we've made as a company, Dean Sherman has made, is that to be able to take care of all of our customer base. When you go out, you have a Trane, Lennox, Carrier, Climate, Master, Geothermal, whatever. We come out and we'll service it, and then also look at upgrading it if you want to take advantage of some of the new rebates, where it's as much as $1,350 on some of the manufacturers, and then with geothermal up to 2016 to being able to take care of the tax credit.
One of the things we like to share with our audience are the specials that they can get from our sponsors, and you have one through the end of October for the listeners right now.
We do, Dan. We up until the end of October, we're going to offer 5-year free labor warranty. So just a peace of mind of knowing that for the next 5 years, not only are your major brand manufacturer rebate or warranties are attainable, but we're also going to offer you a 5-year free labor, which I don't think anyone in the community is doing. So that's our commitment to our customers. George Sherman, you can give us a call in Sussex at 645-5267 or in Kent at 697-9601.
How was breakfast today?
Well, you know, I was eyeing up that collinator. I think he's just finishing it. It's taking him about an hour to finish it.
It comes with a wet towel so you can wash up after. Andy Cannon with George Sherman Corporation, 645-5267, and in Kent County, 697-9601. George Sherman Corporation. Go see them on Clay Road, too, the Solutions Center in Lewis there at Westcott's Corner. They have a great showroom.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. This is Dan Gaffney. You know, it's the first time, I believe, that I have seen Gary Corman out here. I just want to say hi to you, Gary Corman. Talking to you as a listener today, Gary Corman from Millman's Appliances. How you doing, Gary?
I'm doing very well, Dan. How are you?
Awesome. We've been able to talk about your business and in some weather sponsorships. I thank you for coming on board. That's the business thank you, but it's good to know you've been a loyal listener and supporter and advertiser. Thank you.
Not a problem, Dan. You know, you're good people, and glad to have you back on the air, and good to be here.
Yeah, it's fun. So thanks for coming out. How's everything at Millman's?
Rocking and rolling, Dan. We are always doing something down at Millman's. We've got all kinds of specials.
Yeah.
You know, right now we're running specials on speed bake convection ovens and convection ovens. So, yeah, 3 selections in stainless steel, folks. 5.4 self-cleaning oven with convection speed bake, starting at $1,100, going up to $1,400. So you got 3 in that ballpark.
Wow.
You got freezers everywhere. So we've got deals from $400.
You need a freezer. You're going to go deer hunting, right?
Oh my
Isn't it
God.
almost deer season?
It is time. Folks, come on out and get your freezers.
Listen. Years ago, that location, Route 1 and 24, Dick Millman had a Montgomery Ward's. Wasn't he a Montgomery Ward store there, like a catalog store or something?
It was, in fact, 1967 to 1985. was the biggest catalog store for Montgomery Wards as an independent dealer in the United States of America.
Really?
That is correct.
Man, he was rocking it. Then he moved into strictly appliances, I believe, electronics and appliances, right?
In 1985, Dan, he was the last to close in the whole series of Montgomery Ward stores.
Catalog stores.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Millman's store was the last one remaining. And they stayed in that business until 1985. And then Pops went out and found appliances. Of course, he had always worked in appliances, all from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, I would work there when I was, let's see, Dan, from 14 years old to 16 years old.
And now you own the place.
And
it's changed a lot, is what I was ultimately saying. It changed a lot.
Yeah, we used to sell everything. You know, we were like a Jimmy Weller back then.
You ought to see what they have in there now. It is wild when you walk in there, all the hottest appliances. Gary, thanks for coming by.
Dan, thank you.
I hear the music is going to be a break time. So we're going to give you weather and business news, and back in a minute live at Jimmy's Grill. Good to see Gary Corman out here for breakfast from Millman's Appliances. All right, Gary.
About what matters to you, not just politics. The new Delaware 1059.
And time now for the 3-day forecast for Sussex and Kent counties from the Delaware 1059 Weather Center. Sunshine, warm temperatures to start the weekend, says our meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Today's going to be a beautiful day with partly sunny skies. It's going to be warm this afternoon, the high up to 80, and tonight clear with a low 57. Now tomorrow, a blend of sun and clouds. It stays breezy and warm as a front approaches, the high up to 82. The front will trigger a shower thunderstorm tomorrow night, and behind it, it'll turn out breezy and cooler with a mix of clouds and sunshine for Sunday, but still nice with a high of 72. I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson in the Delaware 1059 Weather Center.
Where you one-stop dental shop, DeMarva Dental Services. Everyone, every age, you're in the right spot. DeMarva Dental Services. Why run all over town? Here's the perfect solution. Call 410-742-3000. For your dental needs, we give you every option. DeMarva Dental Services, your one-stop dental shop.
Beautiful smiles happen every day at Delmarva Dental Services in Salisbury. Hi, I'm Dr. Joe Harmon. As a new patient, you save $100 off your initial visit, exam, and x-ray. And for a limited time, save $200 off crowns, bridges, implants, and root canals at Delmarva Dental Services.
Details available at delmarvadentalservices.com and by liking us on Facebook or by calling 410-742-3000.
At 9:19, we check the Dow Jones Money Minute on Delaware 1059.
Stocks appear headed for a positive opening. This is the Dow Jones Money Report. I'm Jeff Bellinger. The futures suggest we'll see a modestly higher start to the Friday session on Wall Street. A couple of earnings reports will get attention. KB Homes reports it returned to profitability in the latest quarter. Darden Restaurants, the parent of Olive Garden, Red Lobster, and Longhorn Steakhouses, posted stronger results. Washington wants more of us to switch to electric-powered vehicles, but the Congressional Budget Office says tax credits and other policies to promote hybrid and fully electric cars are expensive and will have little or no impact on gasoline consumption. The CBO projects the government will spend $7.5 billion on the incentives through 2019. Put another way, for every gallon of gas not burned because a driver uses an electric car, the government will spend $3 to $7. The American crop technology company Becker Underwood will be acquired by the German chemicals company BASF in a deal worth just over $1 billion. Jeff Bellinger, Dow Jones Money Report.
Thursday, September 27th, join us for the Jared Moore Show, live at Insight Homes' beautiful model home in the Villages of 5 Points on Savannah Road in Lewis. We'll be broadcasting live and invite you to come and see the home. Enjoy free food and refreshments and meet Rob live.
Hey, I'm Rob from Insight Homes. Come on down and see me and Jared, and we'll go over what makes Insight Homes one of the most energy-efficient, comfortable homes in the country.
It's the Jared Moore Show, live at Insight Homes, model in the Villages of 5 Points, Lewis, Thursday, September 27th from 3 to 7. For more information, go to Delaware1059.com.
Nicola Pizza, Rehoboth Beach. I want you to try them this weekend. If you haven't been in a while, go to Nicola. If you're a sports fan, don't forget Nicola on the Avenue Upper Deck Sports Bar. now has, they do the Delaware State Lottery betting, and the difference with Nicola is you can enjoy a Nicoboli and pizza and Nick's First Street fries and all that great food while you're watching the games on 24 screens. They have the opportunity for you to watch every game. They don't just play, just the local teams. They put every game on that is available. So if you're placing a wager, you get to see the games you're wagering on, and it's really neat. And they actually put a logo on the TV before the games start, of which, like if the Ravens are playing, they put a Ravens logo there. Oh. If you're a Broncos fan or something, you'll see the Broncos logo. You'll see, Cleveland Browns are playing on this TV or whatever. So you can get a table early, and you go there, and you can sit near the TV, because they have 24 of them in there. You can sit near the TV that you want to watch the game on. And so you get a front row seat, and you go there early on Sunday and kind of anchor in and get ready to enjoy all their great food and watch the games and all their specials, and it's all at Nicola Pizza on the Avenue. That's the Upper Deck Sports Bar. If you want to go to the original Nicola, it's First Street, Rehoboth, where they've been for 41 years. Check them out. All right.
Fabulous place.
Nicola, Rehoboth, the taste of the First State. Well, we have Dave Hill here from Outlet Liquors, and you want to talk a little bit about some of these festivals going on. They got the Pop Music Festival this weekend in Dewey. That's a huge thing at the Rudder Music Conference.
And the
music
next weekend,
conference,
the Music Conference, and next week we have the Elvis Fest at the Rusty Rudder, and then 2 weeks after that we have our Wine, Beer, and Food Festival at Outlet Liquors.
That's a huge one.
Big. Now, as you know, Dan, just this past Saturday we had our first ever annual Beer Fest. And I thought it was a huge, huge success. We had nearly 200 folks stop by. They all got, as a memento, the tasting little beer steins or mugs that
had your name on it.
That everyone is still talking about. And at least for the listeners that came by and were able to take part of the festivities, if they have any suggestions on what we should be doing the next time, or if we are right on doing it, any feedback that we can get. Because when we do our next beer festival, we want it to be right on once again and offer what the customers here are looking for. So if anyone who came by has any feedback, do that. But with the music conference this weekend, it's just an unbelievable opportunity to hear some bands for the first time, up-and-coming stars. It's a big.
Well, like Alex was saying, it's kind of like it's certainly not as big, but certainly in the same vein as like South by Southwest down in Austin, where you bring in indie acts and the producers are all coming in to find and discover.
And right here
the next
at
big
Dewey,
thing.
Great location, great weekend. Encourage everyone for that. Elvis Fest is going to be a lot of fun. Friday, September 28th at 5 at the Rudder, and Saturday, the 29th. 22 or more Elvis impersonators. Going to be just a blast.
It's a neat thing. I noticed some of the hotels up and down Route 1 on their marquee, they list different things, the reasons to come to town and stay at a hotel. I see the Elvis Festival is listed on a few of them up and down the highway.
And it's going to be an event fit for the king, like we said on that.
An event for a king.
And then our Wine and Beer Festival is coming up. And, at Outlet Liquors, we are just doing all that we can this year to give the best product, best value for the customers. And it's showing off for the year. I just got word that our sales are like up 9.6% for the year, which we've gone all out that we can do for this. And if we get to that 10%, Alex will take note, and there'll be a little bonus awarded or so.
Oh, you're so close.
So we are
You're so close. You mean that's just kind of an internal business thing
just
that
internal
happens,
thing
right?
or whatever.
So you're going to go all out.
Oh, we're going to go all out for this. So customers, come on in, help us out. But we're going to be having a lot of specials. We're going to be moving on. Of course, we want to get the best products to our folks here at the best price, which we are doing with the best selection, and we're going to work as hard as we can to reach that 10% goal. And then now, if we can do a 10% increase each and every year, well, everyone's going to be happy.
Yeah.
Because we're delivering the products to the folks. So
now he's talking about Outlet Liquors at the entrance to Rehoboth Beach, right across from the outlets. You'll also note that Naj is there, and Hickman's Meat, and you got new places.
Touch of Italy is going to be opening up there soon.
That's exciting, yeah.
But if you're heading south, it's right past PNC between IHOP. If you're heading north on Route 1, once you cross over the bridge, It should be the fourth light right there on your left. Plenty of parking, easy in, easy out. Stop in, shop, get the best buys that you can for money. Sign up, be a VIP card holder, and look for our sales. And this Sunday, that Moscato sale is one not to be missed. 15% off all Moscatos in the store, 12 to 8 while supplies last.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Thank you, Dan, and thank you, listeners.
McFoy Refrigeration specializes in sales, service, design, and installation of commercial, industrial, and institutional refrigeration and HVAC. This is all they do. McFoy strictly deals with businesses, and I'm going to give you business owners and managers and sort of plant managers and property maintenance folks the number in just a moment to get a hold of McFoy, because they work from upstate to downstate, all over the Delmarva Peninsula, and they're based right out of Milford. They have completely commercially trained technicians. They work on ice machines and all kinds of related refrigeration equipment. They have a knowledgeable group of people that meet the design needs of the customers. They have a pretty big customer base. A lot of businesses rely on McFoy, and they've serviced just about anything when it comes to commercial business. So they're very diverse in what they can fix and what they can design, and we're talking McFoy Refrigeration. Okay, so if you have walk-in coolers, commercial refrigeration, heating and cooling needs, have it serviced, checked out, maintained by McFoy Refrigeration. Give them a call at 424-8335. I met Craig McFoy. He says it's kind of a challenge for him, too. If you have a business with a piece of equipment that isn't cooling right, it's costing you a lot of money, got to get it fixed all the time, isn't working right, not efficient, give them a call, because they like to tackle those tough jobs that others haven't been able to fix. 424-8335. That's McFoy Refrigeration. I believe we're up against a break here. I'm not hearing... there it is. There's our cue music. Thank you very much. We're right on target here. We have Delaware 1059 and Jimmy's Grill coffee mugs to give you, and you have until 10 o'clock to get one of those. Just come up and say hi, and we'll give you one. We are live here on Delaware 1059. A news break and more from Jimmy's Grill coming up.
Makes one traffic jam can jam up your whole day. Delaware 1059 Traffic Watch. Weekday mornings and afternoons. The new Delaware 1059.
And here's your 3-day forecast for Sussex and Kent counties from the Delaware 1059 Weather Center. Meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Half hour, 3 little things, how they make it.
Today's going to be a beautiful day with partly sunny skies. It's going to be warm this afternoon, the high up to 80, and tonight clear with low 57.
Really? Oh, yeah, that's kind of
tomorrow,
interesting.
a blend of sun and clouds that stay breezy and warm as the front approaches, the high up to 82. The front will trigger a shower thunderstorm tomorrow night, and behind it, it'll turn out breezy and cooler with a mix of clouds and sunshine for Sunday, but still nice with a high of 72. I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson from the Delaware 1059 Weather Center.
Delaware 1059 News Time 9:30. Good morning. I'm Mark Fowler. The final half hour for this Friday. Dan Gaffney live from Jimmy's Grill in Bridgeville on the way. Following CBS News, the Delaware Information and Analysis Center is offering a new mobile app that will allow residents to report suspicious activity. The app will let users report information in real time by attaching a photo, sending a location, or
I guess we'll do
it could remain anonymous or include follow-up contact information if they wish for police.
I'll be here.
Force 12 app is a mobile version of the terrorism telephone and website-based reporting system, which facilitate communication among state, local, and federal agencies. Delaware offers free DNA paternity testing for another week. It's happening at locations in Georgetown and Dover through next Friday the 28th. Establishing paternity is required for certain rights and benefits. More information, call 856.
Sam, we have some time if you want to talk a little bit.
And in sports, Washington Nationals have clinched a berth in Major League Baseball's postseason. It's 9:31.
CBS News Update. I'm Gary Nunn. Anti-American violence boiling over in Indonesia, one of dozens of anti-American protests worldwide.
We got some
At least 3 dead in Pakistan. Reporter Declan Walsh via Skype in Islamabad.
There are clouds of tear gas filling the air, and the police are attempting to push the crowd back by engaging in batting charges and also apparently by using rubber bullets.
Demonstrators in Kashmir. Much of the outpouring of anger is focused on that video produced in the U.S. insulting the Prophet Muhammad.
It's almost as if these nationwide demonstrations in Pakistan are state-sponsored, as if they're encouraging people to go out into the streets in an anti-American backlash to send a message to the United States that this sort of treatment of the Prophet Muhammad will not be tolerated.
CBS's Charlie Daggett. CBS News Update. I'm Gary Nunn.
And he drops back to pass. Looks like there's a flag on the play. Let's go to the officials.
There is no flag on the play. I just had to tell everyone about the amazing deal I got at Holly Kia.
Right now, get a $7,000 discount off any select new Kia in stock with any trade at Holly Kia in Selbyville or Felton. Drive home the award-winning new 2013 Kia Optima for just $199 per month, or a hot new 2013 Kia Soul for just $169 per month. And all new Kias are backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Plus, if you have a job bringing home $350 per week, we want to approve your credit. Only at Holly Kia, with 2 great locations on Route 13 in Felton and at Route 113 and 54 in Selbyville.
And remember, Jim wants to see you at a Holly Kia.
So visit hollykia.com today. Qualified applicants, 36-month leases, $24.99 at inception plus tax tag and docking.
Yeah.
Discount includes all factory rebates.
Oh, yeah. We have time to chat here this next half hour. We got one commercial. We'll get... I did meet her today, yeah. No, she didn't tell me that. All right, everybody, here we are, live at Jimmy's Grill. Sam Wilson is here, Sussex County Councilman Sam Wilson, 2nd Councilmatic District. And I was asking Sam, what's going on in county business? What are some kind of things that are on your radar, Sam? Kind of give us an update here as we broadcast all over Sussex County. This is of interest to folks.
Well, we got some hearings coming up and things like that. It's always hearings and zoning. We're hoping that we can, of course, it's always good to hear you having a few of those things so you can, we know we're at least still growing some. And people
because you're talking about a public hearing on maybe a project, a building project.
Well, they're talking about that water slide down in Hawkers. So I haven't really got to study or look.
What is that now? A water slide?
It's a water slide in the water park.
Oh, they want to build it near Hawkers in Ocean.
Actually, across the street from where he's at.
Mm-hmm. And that's something they'll have to get county approval for?
Oh, that'd definitely be a county approval.
Really?
Yeah.
Too bad.
Almost everything.
I was just kidding.
I understand, Dan, and I've.
Can't they just build it?
I'm a person that.
I'm just kidding.
I understand.
I'm kidding.
Well, I'm afraid, Dan, you're talking about 50, 60 years ago. That we went out. We want to build a barn. We went out and built it. Or if we want to build a house, we went out and built it. We didn't have to get permission from the state. Now. Years ago when I built my home, it was built just about 55 years ago. I never saw nobody. I stopped up and saw the county. I paid them $2 for a permit, went back home and built it. Mm-hmm. I did all the wiring. I did all the plumbing. I did all the, put the roof on. I did everything. I didn't touch anything. I never even seen environmental protection. Today, you got to spend $800. I'm getting ready to put a septic in. I've spent $400 for the guy to come and soil test my land. That's $400. Then I got to pay another guy to design it, and I've been designing those things for years, but because I don't have the license, and the state don't get their cut. Now that's $400 more. Something about $800 out there before you even get started. And I used to put these things in about 20 years ago. I could put the whole septic in for less than $1,000, and I can't even get past the state regulations for $1,000.
Right.
So and we're talking about, we want to help children. They always advertise, we like to help children to get a better education so they can live better in life, and they get we spend more money on schools, and all this money is spent. And really, when it really boils down to it, as a young person really wants to build anything today, this state is so far beating down young people. I don't know how they're ever going to get started. We're talking probably at least $10,000 in permits for a home.
And
see?
Can I ask you this, Sam?
So it's ridiculous.
On this issue, just the differences of then versus now. What about the time as well, right? The time lost for a guy who wants to build and open a business.
Well, if you hire somebody to run around all these different agencies, these government agencies, to get all these permits, my God, you spend a pile of money. Jimmy knows that from trying to...
There's Jim Weller.
Today.
Yeah. What?
If you had all the money laying on this table today, I don't think you could open a business in Sussex County within a year with all that you've got to go through.
Well,
I'll
say this, Jimmy. It's not the county now. When I came on this council, it was about 2 years. But we've moved that thing up. In 60 days, you're going to have some kind of answer.
From the county.
From the county council. I just meant all of the
I understand, but that's what I'm going to say. But I'm going to say it was true from the county at one time itself. But now we've moved that up. But the real holdup now is your transportation department and our highway transportation department and the environmental people, wackos, and even the soil conservation is in this thing. They all got to have their little slice of the pie, and they've all tried to justify their jobs.
Guys, excuse me 1 second. I hate to interrupt. This is an excellent conversation and very timely. But we have breaking news on Delaware 1059. I believe we have Seth, the highway dancer guy, on the phone that we talked about. I'm sorry. This is very important. Hold on, guys. Will you hold up, Sam, for Seth?
Sure to hear the highway dancer. Let him go.
Seth, are you... Seth, I hope he's still with us because this was a few minutes ago I got this breaking news. Seth, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Are you there?
I am here. Hello, Seth. You were You've been much talked about. Tell me about your highway dancing. People see you along Route 1, and they're quite entertained by you, my friend.
Yes, that's what I hear. Apparently, I'm famous for it. I just do it mainly just to let everybody know I do it for fun. I mean, I even think it would get this big, to tell you the truth. I mean, I just like to have fun. I dance on the highway.
Yeah, but you dance it seems like you dance for hours.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's better than sitting on the couch after work all day and doing nothing. So I'd rather just go out there and have fun. And everybody else enjoys it, too, so.
Do people try and give you money when they see you dancing?
Sometimes. I mean, people record me. Some people come out there and take pictures with me. Like, I'm very famous, apparently, locally around here, so.
Well, Seth, do you think you could ever come to Jimmy's Grill in Bridgeville on a Friday morning, because we do our show here every Friday? I'd like to just have you, dance during the show. Would you be willing to come out here?
If we can get something together, yeah. I also heard that the owner of Pumpkin Chunkin wants me to perform here. I don't know if that's true.
Well, the guy who runs Punkin Chunkin, the Punkin Chunkin Festival, wants you to perform in front of thousands of people on stage, wants you to do a dance. That is a guy's going to get up with you. Frank Shade, he's the president of Punkin Chunkin. He knows you're popular out there on the highway, so he wants to hire you. Some other folks wanted to hire you, too. I just thought it would be fun if you came out here so we could actually, kind of watch your dance a little bit.
Oh, yeah, if you want to, call or text me or whatever, and we can figure that out, and one of these days I can come up there and just do it and have fun.
All right, man. One more question. I'm going to have Mark, our producer, get your cell phone number when we're done talking on the air today. You put smiles on a lot of people's faces. Let me ask you this. What music are you listening to when you're dancing out there on the highway?
Mainly it's just electronic music. So anything from dance to house to techno, dubstep, stuff like that.
All right. Techno, house music. All right, Seth. You're very popular. You work at American Eagle, do you?
Yes, that's where I work. I actually heard from our sister store, Ari, one of your listeners. She works there, and she recognized who I was and who you were talking about. So she actually called my boss, who called me earlier the morning yesterday, but I couldn't get up with you because you left work. So
yeah, well, I try and leave work as soon as possible. You know me. Hey, listen, like at 10, the show ends at 10. 10:01. I'm in my car. Down the lane. So listen, hey Seth, I'm going to have you give your cell phone number to Mark. And believe it or not, I'm going to set it up so you come down to Jimmy's Grill. And I know you can dance for hours on end, so you can just dance. We'll set up a little area for you here. And right outside our window by the road, people can see you, and I'll buy your breakfast, and we'll make it a thing, okay?
Okay, cool. Sounds like fun.
Thank you. Seth, the highway dancer, everybody. Wow, very popular if you've ever seen him. He brings smiles to people's faces. Goodbye, Seth. Go ahead, Mark. Put him on hold. Talk to him off the air, and we'll continue on. Now, back to our conversation about more serious matters, which, sorry, that was a breaking interview, Sam. Sam, we'll have him dance with you, maybe. Sam, do you want to get out on the highway and do a funky dance?
The only kind of dance I know is how to jitterbug.
Okay. Talking to Sam Wilson, Sussex County Councilman. But a serious deal.
Did you ever do the jitterbug dance?
I know how to. The Lindy Stomp is more my speed.
Of course, you got to go back 60 years to be able to do the jitterbug.
That's right.
Walls is laughing like.
Yeah.
Did you ever tell the jitterbug, Walls?
Well, listen. I told you, Lindy Stomp is my speed. Listen, Sam.
Now, Dave Hemmer knows the jitterbug, right?
50 years ago, you could go just pay a couple of bucks for a permit and then build a building, but it's like crazy now. And Jim was, as a businessman, is saying there's a big holdup. But you're saying mostly it's from the state, right?
Yes, sir.
Like Del Dot and DENREC?
Well, if you want to get interest on a highway, Jim can very well tell you the problems he probably had with a Del Dot, and he already had a building there.
What's the solution? Well, go ahead. You're on.
Del Dot was the easiest.
Okay.
I mean,
what was the holdup then?
Well, here's my only thing. In other words, to open a business, you got to get first you got to get permission from Del Dot. I mean, in other words, every time a business changes hands, whether it changes ownership or just a renter, you have to ask Del Dot. You have to say, here's what I'm going to do with the building. Can I have permission to use that entrance? And then Del Dot says, yes, you can have permission to use it, or no, you can't. I had a building in Greenwood. I rented it to somebody. Del Dot said, you can no longer use the highway entrance, but you can use the entrance around the side. But yet they granted the entrance for the housing development right next door to me, and so they just take that entrance away. Well, then if you were to get a commercial appraisal on a piece of property with a highway entrance compared to without, and I don't think the government is in tune with what they're doing to local businesses, so they devalue.
Right.
But that's just the beginning.
Just decisions can devalue the property before you even get started.
Right.
Let me ask you what you think of that kind of stuff, Sam.
Well, it's hard to understand how if you got a building already there, then come on and tell you can't use it just because you sold it to someone else. Why is the traffic changing? Same thing.
But listen, philosophically.
I think it's well, I don't know. I can't figure the government anyhow. I can't even figure out how they spend all these, how many millions here in Bridgeville trying to move traffic around and end up worse. In a sense of speaking, you used to go out here about 50 miles an hour. Once you got over to 404 here and head towards Georgetown, now they got a 35-mile speed zone for 2 miles. They got extra headlights and then traffic. I don't understand. I don't understand Del Dot anyway. I don't understand how the direction they're taking us.
But do you know this? Another question I have, or another thing, they're not like I sell trailers.
Right.
They're telling me any trailer over 5 foot tall has to be 60 feet back from the right-of-way. But if I apply for a variance and get it approved, then it doesn't have to be 60 feet back. Who sets up these 60 feet back setbacks?
Well, maybe, Jim.
Is it the state or the county?
Maybe what they got in mind there, and probably the 5 foot tall, if that trailer happens to be in a bend and it blocks the view from people coming around and could create an accident. But what I get the problem is if they come out and look at it, why it takes forever? Why you need to find out a year or two later if you can
make
do
the decision in an afternoon when you take a look at it.
Just go there and look at it.
But
it's just crazy. Either make a decision or shut up or say go ahead and do it. One or the other. It's just
and not charge me to make the decision.
Oh, absolutely. Not these.
In other words, that's what is amazing. But I'm just, I want to open more businesses. I met Governor Markell at the fair, and the one thing he said is we as Delawareans got to get more people back to work. Sussex County is so against businesses, it blows my mind. Somebody needs to say we want businesses in Sussex County. We are going to open the door and we are going to help you in any way imaginable. Open businesses and employ people.
Okay, hold on.
Because Governor Markell's saying one thing. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just
That's
didn't want to
okay.
run out of time. I want Sam to have a
sorry.
chance to address that.
That's right.
I don't. What do you mean Sussex County is against business?
Okay, well, I'm only in Sussex County, so I can only speak.
I mean, why you say
You're
that?
on the county council, and the county council's done a great job. So I'm not speaking. I'm saying all the rules. One
Well,
of the
Sam is
biggest rules-
saying it's not the county. You've sped things up in the county.
Well, you've only
the
sped them up
state.
because there's less things going on, right?
No, it's actually our policy. Since I came on as a councilman, our policy is to move up. I mean, we moved up. I was on our 6 months. I said we got to step this up. There's no way of how can we be honest with people to come in and ask something. In fact, I was just put my own self in that position. If I went to ask, I want to build something. If I'm 2 or 3 years want to build it, I'd probably change my mind. I'm not going through all this aggravation.
You couldn't even keep a loan commitment that long.
Yeah, that's right. See, so I said this is not even reasonable. So
Right, the state needs to follow the county's
But you're
lead.
speaking more of things that would involve the county council. I'm speaking more of I want to open a place. I want to sell trailers. I want to put sheds and trailers and swing sets
Well, when you say that, you're talking about a highway, and that is not county. That is
right.
state.
I think I'm actually talking about planning and zoning when you speak of those variances and stuff like that. To me, it just is disheartening. I want to get going. I don't want to be, I want to run my business. I don't want to run all these things.
I got to take a break.
Oh,
Sam's with us. Just talking about county
But the
business.
county council's done a great job. Sam's been a good councilman.
Okay.
He's been good with me. Thank you, Sam.
Back in a minute, live at Jimmy's Grill, Bridgeville, Delaware. Back in a minute.
Well, George.
Last night I rubbed Aladdin's lamp, whispered nice things I could have. Said, son, where you should be, to a Kingston gallery. They've got diamonds, but hard to find things. And the road blow me away.
Looking for jewelry? The right accent for your house or business?
We can give you the we can
has it all.
You
Live
can go ahead and build
online
your,
auctions.
next thing you got to do now is go see the highway department. See if they're going to let you in or out. Whatever they're going to do, it's up to them.
Stuart Kingston Rehoboth, so SK Today.
The Delaware Citizens Corps and Kent County Department of Public Safety invite you to attend their annual Family Emergency Preparedness Day, Saturday, September 22nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Delaware Agricultural Museum in Dover. This free event features over 40 exhibitors, canine demonstrations, and the always popular National Guard climbing wall. There will also be a fire safety game, health screenings by Bay Health, emergency kit giveaways, and free food for the first 500 people. For details, visit DelawareCitizensCorps.org or preparede.org.
We figure talk radio means you get to talk too, with people you know, from right here. The new Delaware 105.9.
I can look into
Delaware 105.9 news time 9:49. It's 9:49. And let's get your 3-day forecast for Sussex and Kent counties from the Delaware 105.9 Weather Center with meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Yeah, well, they are. That's the truth. I will look into it.
Sunny skies. It's going to be warm this afternoon. The high up to 80. Tonight clear with a low 57. Now tomorrow, a blend of sun and clouds. It stays breezy and warm as the front approaches. The high up to 82. The front will trigger a shower thunderstorm tomorrow night. And behind it, it'll turn out breezy and cooler with a mix of clouds and sunshine for Sunday.
These policies
Still nice with a high of 72.
10, 15,
I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson in the Delaware 105.9 Weather Center.
You're invited to join Reverend Dennis Volney, retired Air Force chaplain, for the 10th annual Mass of Remembrance at Gate of Heaven Cemetery this Saturday at 10 a.m. Immediately before Mass, there will be a military tribute and prayers for our deceased veterans and public servants. Gate of Heaven Cemetery is on Delaware Route 26, east of Dagsboro and west of Clarksville. Seating and protection from the weather will be provided for the 10th annual Mass of Remembrance this Saturday at Gate of Heaven Cemetery.
At my credit union, I'm more than just a number. The credit union helps our money go further.
My credit union insures deposits up to $250,000.
The credit union refinanced my auto loan and helped lower my monthly payments.
I would bet.
The credit union is a financial co-op that puts people.
I'll be honest with you. I would say this.
That's why I've been a member owner for years.
Credit union members support my business, and I'm thankful for that.
My credit union helps me reduce debt and increase savings.
My credit union has special services for people our age.
Just like my credit union, my business is local.
My credit union is Sussex County FCU. Shouldn't it be yours?
Experience the credit union difference today. As a member owner of Sussex County FCU, you can take advantage of low-rate auto, personal, home equity, and mortgage loans, as well as deposit accounts for family, students, and retirees. Don't miss out on your opportunity to save. An application is waiting for you at SussexCFCU.com. Sussex County FCU is an equal opportunity lender. Accounts are federally insured up to $250,000 by the National Credit Union Association, a government agency.
Delaware 105.9, Dan Gaffney here, and Dave Hill is here. He's going to talk a little bit about Outlet Liquors, and here is Dave. Dave's the wine manager at this huge package store at the entrance to Rehoboth Beach, next to the outlets Naj, PNC Bank, and Hickman's Meat is over there, too.
Yes,
Good
Dan,
morning.
thanks. First of all, we want to thank all the listeners that were able to come by our first annual beer festival last Saturday. It was a great event. For those folks who came by, please give us some feedback. If we did something wrong, let us know, but if we were right on, let us know that too. Or if we have missed some things along the way, just give us some feedback, because we want to make the next one bigger and better than what we've had before. One things that are quite popular is our wine, beer, and food festivals that we hold twice a year. October 13th, mark it on your calendars, noon to 3. It's a Saturday. We're going to have over 80 plus wines to taste. Restaurants are going to be there with a lot of good foods from local area restaurants. Kathy Gorman, Delaware's Sweetheart of Song out of Georgetown, will be providing 50s, 60s, and 70s music. She is fabulous. Chapel Street Junction's going to be there. It's just going to be a nice event. Dan Gaffney is always there, and I think we've got that lined up for the 13th.
Yeah, I'm going to be there noon to 2 for that big festival. Lots of food tasting for me.
October 13th. Now, for this weekend, we have our big music conference here in Dewey. Don't miss any of that. September 28th, September 29th, a week from today and a week from tomorrow, Elvis Fest at the Rudder, starting at 5 on Friday, and then continuing on Saturday, starting at 1. Over 20 Elvis impersonators, both amateur and professional, but it's, as we say, it's a festival fit for a king. Do not miss that, 28th, 29th, and value selections. Your best shopping experience for wine, beer, and spirits, folks, is Outlet Liquors. For those who have been there, they know it. For those who haven't come by and learn what everyone else knows, that we're the place to shop.
Thank you very much. Dave Hill, want to thank everyone for their involvement here. Free plugs to end the show. Colin Walls, what's on your mind? Final word today. Oh, you got to turn it on. Go ahead.
You didn't want to hear what I had to say, huh? Really?
Final word, turn the mic off. No, go ahead.
Final word is come get an outdoor shower. BringMeGas.com. Give us a call, 422-0603.
All right. Jim Weller has a
I want to put a plug in for the MS Bike to the Bay event. It's tomorrow. My son-in-law, Jason Troyer, he's got his own bike team. He's actually, Jason has had MS now for about 5 years. He's doing real good with it, but he's passionate about raising money for the National MS Society. The Bike to the Bay is tomorrow and Sunday. Riders ride anywhere from like 17 to 100 miles in one day. Jason's actually going to ride 175 miles between Saturday and Sunday. There's about 1,500 riders each year. The finish line is at the Towers at Seashore State Park down in Dewey Beach. You do have to pay a $4 park fee to get in, but come on down and cheer them on as they finish anytime in the afternoon, probably from noon to 5. It's a great event. I'll be there hanging out, and we've got my daughter Jenny's riding, my wife Denise is riding, Jason's riding, Brooks is riding, Doug's riding, Rita, Beth, Andrea, Dustin. We got a whole bunch of people riding, so please.
Team Training Wheels.
Team Training Wheels. What's Beyond Training Wheels?
There you go, Beyond Training Wheels.
So please, come on out and support them, and if you see the riders up and down the road tomorrow and Sunday, cheer them on and, realize that they are trying to raise money to help fight, not a good cause, but a horrible disease, MS.
Sam Wilson, did you have a final word? You want to say something? Final word?
God bless America.
Dave Hill, thank you. Anything final word?
Real quick, do not miss the VIP sale on Sunday. 15% off of all Moscatos, 6 bottles per customer. Fabulous sale, don't miss it. And one big shout out for that band you had on yesterday, Dan.
Oh, those kids, Parental Advisory.
Folks, if you're looking for a band, that's the band to go to. Those kids were phenomenal. They've got talent. So 2 thumbs up for them.
All right. Making superstars. Dancing Guy and Parental Advisory here today. What else?
I want to wish my son a happy birthday. Tomorrow's his birthday. Jonathan Walls. He's my middle son. He'll be 12 years old tomorrow.
All right.
Happy birthday, Jonathan.
And
we're going to go play laser tag tomorrow night.
And he's been here. And
where do you do? Where do you play laser tag?
Middletown. We're going to go up to Middletown. There's a place up there. Yeah.
Thank you, Ron Hall, for your assistance. Thank you, Mark Fauser, back at the radio station. Look, at where you spend your money makes a difference. And nestled in between all these big chain stores is a locally owned grocery store down in Ocean View and in Clarksville, and that is Gerald's. Gerald Hawker's stores. He's got Hawker's on Route 17 in Clarksville and Gerald's G&E. They've always been known for the quality meat department. They have kicked that thing up to the next level. They now have their family recipe sausages. They make their own maple sausage and Italian sausage and those sorts of things. Their own great specialty cuts of meat. They do their own burgers now that are pre-done. They grind it all fresh, and they do their own recipes like a blue cheeseburger and different spiced up and flavored burgers that you can buy. No, this is Route 17 in Clarksville, and Gerald's Gerald's on Cedar Neck Road, Ocean View. Okay, so it does make a difference where you go. This is a top-notch grocery store. They sell these meats now, and all of their family recipe items for the sausages and the burgers and all that. And it's deer hunting time, so when you get a deer this year, you can take it straight to Hawkers, because they now do all the deer processing for you, and they make everything you need. They'll do the steaks, the burgers, the jerky, all the different things that you're going to want, professionally done with the great legendary butchers there at Hawkers. So please shop locally, visit those stores. When you make your grocery decisions, you're going to be happy you did, and you're not going to be disappointed in the meat selection, and the way they've kicked it up a notch is even better. All right, so hats off to Gerald Hawker and Jerry Hawker and the family on Route 17 in Clarksville and on Cedar Neck Road, Ocean View. That's Hawker's Supercenter and Gerald's G&E. All right, love it. Thank you so much. You have one more thing, Colin? I saw you had something else you wanted to say.
No, just wanted to wish my son happy birthday.
Oh, that's right, you did it.
Yeah, I already did.
Want to do it again?
Yes. Happy birthday, Jonathan. 12 years old.
Fantastic.
Are you singing?
Am I singing? Happy birthday? No, we'll do that tonight.
You don't sing it unless they're here.
Okay.
All right, you don't sing it unless they're here. Susan Monday coming up next. She's on from 10 to 3. Don't miss Susan Monday live on location. Coming up Monday, Get Local in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Susan Monday live on Monday, 10 to 3 at Cake Break. She'll be at Cake Break on South 1st Street from 10 to 3. Meet Susan and say hi. All right, live on Monday as we salute downtown Rehoboth Beach. Thank you for listening to the all-new Delaware 105.9, and thank you, Jimmy's Grill.